Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number 13 of the Fat Hobbits. Well, it's been around 2 weeks since we've played, so we're gonna have a double episode. We'll have an episode, another one tomorrow. So, episode 13, right? We need to build Helm's Steep, pretty much, because I think I decided that we are not gonna move. I think the Fat Hobbits will not move. I think we're gonna stay, so we're gonna build Helm's Steep. So let's get into the Fat Hobbits and let's get into Helm's Steep and let's see what can happen. Okay, that means we need to have a big upgrade when it comes to energy and when it comes to defense. We already did build a few more turrets, but that is not enough. I might wanna have a multitude of turrets available to us. Let's see. We are currently replacing all of our doors with wooden doors. However, we are not lacking wood, which is nice. Let's look at components. Components is still okay. So, let's see. We do get some amount of ambrosia. This ambrosia has died, so we can delete this. This ambrosia is still alive. Let's see. Frame rate isn't looking too happy because I have way too many browsers open. So let me reduce the browser load really quickly. This. Let's close this room because apparently after opening 8 browsers, your performance kind of tanks. Who would have known that around, I don't know, 50 to 70 tabs will actually tank your performance? Not me, I guess. So let's look into this. We wanted to upgrade this as well because we want to get into Psychoid or money making. We want to get into Psychoid here, right? We are building Psychoid here. I keep forgetting this. We are building Psychoid here. Why can't we have road over here? Why can't we have some floor over here? There we go. Some floor. Alrighty, Sauron is building heating, so heating is coming into that room. It is double doored, so Auron can do what Auron whatever does. He should be on free schedule. Okay, why isn't he on free schedule? Or does he have nothing to learn? What's with the learning, Auron? Oh, you're coming along. So I didn't say a thing. Alright, so the upgrades here have been built as well, so cooking is much faster. Let's take a quickie looky. Our Thrumbo is being trained, so we can soon put a frill on it. Let's look into the rest. Gear seems to be somewhat done. Gear is pretty much done. This is pretty much done. How are shells doing? Let's return to shell making so we can use our mortars again. These guys are leaving. That is fine. I kinda want to turn this into a defensive structure. We have now ancient hydroponic structures. Let's look into... let's see. I want to get into better fabrication. Right, I didn't do fabrication because we're lacking the multi-analyzer. Right, we're lacking the multi-analyzer. So for the moment, let's upgrade. Let's see. This is flux. We don't need flux. We don't need this. Let's just upgrade this until we get a multi-analyzer to run. This thing needs to be hauled rather quickly. So Balin, would you please do this? Can you pick this up? No space empty. Oh, we have no slot configured for it. Oh well, that kind of sucks. Let's kill this one. Let's expand this zone over here. And now Balin can do what Balin does. He can haul the steel slag. Not that important that he hauls the steel slag, but it is nice too anyways. Yeah, we have a little bit too much of that stuff right here. We have a little bit way too much stuff right here. How's the shredding of stuff? We're doing shredding mechanoid forever. We are... let's see, are we smelting forever? We're smelting forever. Okay, and how's the blocks doing? Blocks are well overdone. Okay, so this looks pretty good. What was this again? Was this our school? Right, we wanted to move the school. Right, we wanted to move the school. So let's move the school. Let's build a copy of these things. And let's go, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. Yes. So this is this. Let's move these things. Let's move these things. Let's get the... oh yeah, we can build that right up here. No, actually we can't. We can't, so we need to build this right up here. That works out. Let's get all of this situated over here. Because this will become the researching area. So let's move all of this. Alright, this is moved. Pretty cool. Let's move all of the toys. Let's move all of the toys. The flowers can stay, most likely. I don't really like that this is connected to a bedroom, but there's nothing I can do, really. I could force a door here, so that's pretty cool. We need a vent, however, this is the wrong kind of vent that we need. We need this vent right here. And let's make it very eventful over here. Alright, so this is vented. This is still not vented. We need to have this vented so that the stuff here is much better. How's heating looking? Heating is not great, so let's install another heater. And we're gonna install the heater into our corner right here. Right, so everybody's feeling pretty okay. Let's look into bedrooms. Bedrooms are pretty cool. We have a transport talk crash. They are from our enemy. We can recruit them or enslave them. We don't need a Neanderthal. It would be pretty cool to have one. But I think we are going to save that person. And we're capturing her. Let's capture Jenny and let's release Jenny once she's healthy, I guess. Or once a slave trader comes along. Depends, really. Really depends. Now, let's do this. We need to get rid of this, but let's have priorities. We need our research area. This is really important that we have our research area. Let's see. We could technically do it here, but that would be wasting stuff. We have to rebuild this anyways. So let's make this into sterile tile. Because it has a research bonus. We don't have enough money to do so. Very interesting. We don't have enough money to do so. Just barely not enough money. So let's look into our Fool of a Took. Fool of a Took can't do anything currently. So are they unhappy that we haven't traded in recently? Most likely, right? No, actually we are pretty happy. Speech is bad. We have a medical emergency with Jenny. Let's see. We are already tending to her. Oh, we have Babby. Oh, is Babby the paralyzed one? Yes, she's the paralyzed one. We have an active quest for her. Is that correct? Let's see. We don't really have an active quest for her. So I don't know why we have Babby. Is there a quest connected to Babby? No idea, actually. We'll see about that. Okay, Auron. Auron is speaking with someone. Alright. Oh, Auron is female? Oh. Auron is female. How the hell did that happen? Auron is female. Well, Auron is female now. So that's that. Auron is female now. Okay. Let's get some soil going here. Let's get some soil going. Get some soil over there, some soilage. Let's get some flooring over here. These guys have sterile rooms. Pretty cool. Our Fool of a Took can call a caravan, and that he will do. Alright, we are in need of a little bit of silver because we can't really finish our house. Let's see, Huskies are being trained as well. We should order a flight servant. Let's look into calling someone who is pretty close. Balrog, you're pretty close. We can call the Legazua nation. Let's call the Legazuas. And let's ask for a trade caravan. And what does a shaman merchant do? Shaman merchant Rimworld. What is a shaman merchant? Deals in lower tech. Shaman. Let's see. Shaman deals in lower tech, smoke leaf, high-end medicine, psychic weapons. So that would be not good. Let's see. Is there a animal trader? Who does animal trading? A bulk good trader does trade in animals. So a bulk goods trader trades in animals. So let's call for a bulk goods trader. Alrighty, let's call for a bulk goods trader. Eating is ongoing, I see. Eating is ongoing. What I see here is that we do not have a mattress over here yet. Let's see, how much cloth do we have? We do have a little bit of cloth. We have alpaca wool. Let's get some alpaca wool floor matting going on. Alright. And let's have this as a really easy floor. Alright. These guys are building. Sauron and Balin are building and rushing and building and rushing. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. These things can move then soon too. Because as Spaceball said, when will then be... When will soon be then... No, when will then be now? Soon. When will then be now? Soon. Alrighty. Trees are coming along. We still have not migrated anything here. We should look into strip mining a few more things. We have a dreadful edifice. We get a excellent monosword. What does it do? Psychic fog. No. Let's see. We have Pekek. We have Pekek, a waster. We don't really need anything. The only thing we really need is... But he's a pyromaniac, so that is a no-no. What do we actually need? Let's see. What do we actually need? We have two good doctors, and these are not fighters, so nothing will ever happen to them. Nothing will ever happen to them. We have someone who's good at childcare, basics, whatever. We have someone good at warden. We have a few good handlers. We have a few good cooks. How is Leowin's skill? It's still level 4, so Leowin is still in need of doing stuff. We need to butcher a lot of meat. I see we don't have any meat currently. So that is what we definitely need to do. So that will be the job for the next area. We technically need another crafter, but Sauron is the primary crafter and the primary constructor. We're pretty good actually. So what we actually need is just busy hands. So what we truly need is busy hands, and we need hunters. We need to hunt a few things, so tomorrow will be a hunting day. Does someone have Inspired Taming currently? Inspired Trade, Work Frenzy, Inspired Surgery. So we don't have Inspired Taming for now. So, Leowin and Gollum, do you guys have weapons? Let's see, gear. You have an assault rifle, which is really nice, and Gollum has a assault rifle. So you guys have weapons. That's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. So assault weapons is your thing. Alright. Let's look into here. Let's get the advanced moisture pump and nutrient pump in here, because that didn't pick up. So I want this to be in storage. Alright, this is pretty much done, which is nice. Let's turn this into tilled soil. Let's turn this into tilled soil. Did I make a mistake here? No, this is just a free spot. This is just a free spot, but that's cool. This is just a free spot. Alright, so let's turn this into tilled soil, because we are going to get some smoke leaf over psychoid leaf over there. Because we want to get into drug making. A trade ship is passing nearby. Samwise. You have to have our trade, please, once you wake up. And then the team is going to fight. Faramir. Faramir was our really slow person. I remember we got him a new leg. Prosthetic leg, right. He has a prosthetic leg. He's still really slow. So why is that the case? Why are you still slow? Prosthetic leg. So you're still slow because of the prosthetic leg. Interesting. So you're still slow because of the prosthetic leg. Huh. That kind of sucks. So we have to find a better leg for you. Which sounds weird, but it is what it is. Okay, we need to make money. We need to make money. That's our biggest, most important thing. So we need to make money. So let's see. We have excellent bedrolls. These can go. We have sculptures. The good ones. These can go. We have a Thrumble wool parka for kids. It's a normal one. This one can theoretically go. Let's see. We have a child romper. Excellent. We're leaving that. Birdskin romper, camel hide. This can go. This can go. This can go. We have a excellent hood. This can go. We have an excellent here. Excellent here. Keep this around. We have a lizard skin good, that can go. Excellent can go, excellent can go, excellent can go. These excellent things can go too. These excellent things and these masterwork things can go too. Alrighty. We do have psychoid leaves, but we want to turn that into stuff. So this guy sells advanced components, so let's sell a little bit of psychoid tea. Because I think tea brewing is something that Leowin can actually do, which is nice. We have a lot of alpaca wool. So that means we are selling all of the other wool that we have. Sell all of the plain leather. Sell all of this. Sell the thin thread, because why wouldn't we? Okay, so rest looks pretty good. Now, do we have survival meal packages? We don't. But we can get around 2,000 of advanced components. Then we can get regular components, which is really nice. And we don't have any neutroamine. So let's have a few neutroamine inside. And now let's get this, because this will yield us 2,000 silver, which is exactly what we need for the ground to be manipulated. Great. This is really good. Now ground is somewhat done. Somewhat done. The frame rate is not looking too happy right now, somehow. So let's look at this. They're eating. Okay, we have lots of this. Right, we want to get into battle. Since Faramir with his prosthetic leg is still not walkie-walkie. Let's look into his health. He's still not walkie-walkie-walkie. Oh, he's slow because of his consciousness. The leg was never the problem. Right. Right, so we need to heal him with a healer serum. However, Arwen also has dementia, so she is still bad. So Legolas is still not an option. So let's get these guys into here and let's have them hunt. Let's have them hunt. Arwen, can Arwen join the fighters? No, Arwen is a melee user. So let's get Leowen here and Gimli here. So we have our ranged users. Alright, so, guys, it's time for you to hunt. It's time for you to hunt, and it's time for you to hunt everything. It's time for you to hunt absolutely everything. There we go. Time for you guys to hunt absolutely everything. Very nice. Very nice. Get further going. Come on, guys. Let's not kill the red, because who cares about the red? There's not enough nutrition anyways. Well done. It was a little bit Miroslav, but we made it out. There's a few guinea pigs. There's a warg. Let's kill the warg. The warg definitely needs to die. Alrighty. Let's get Yorick over there. Let's kill this. Let's do this. Let's do this. The guinea pig actually left. Let's kill the warg. Of course, the warg does revenge. We have a combat supplier right here, which is nice. Technically, I would say let's kill their muffalos for food, but nah. We shouldn't do that. We shouldn't really do that. Let's get going. Let's keep going to the other side. Samwise is actually my trader, but let's leave them. We got a quest available, really. And that is assaulted work. There's a bionic eye. Does somebody need an eye? Eyes are not the problem. So the bionic eye is definitely not one we need. It is an Architect unit, however. So that's pretty nice. But he has a... Wait, whoa. What is this deal? Wasters have set up a camp and are harassing the caravans of the refugee empire. Askeskus is planning an aerial assault on the camp, which is guarded by 4 wasters. He wants you to provide 13 soldiers to carry out the attack. So they have 4 soldiers and he wants 13 to attack. You suck at fighting, dude. Yeah, this is Bionic Leg is... Bionic Leg's pretty good, but it's way. Yeah, no. No, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. That sounds like a bad deal. That is a bad planned attack. There is something he's not telling me. There is a bad planned attack. We have a mortal enemy over here. That is a tortoise. The tortoise is still alive. And now it's not dead. Now it's dead. So the tortoise is now done. Our mortal enemy has been defeated. Let's shoot the alpaca. Because why wouldn't we? Let's shoot the turkey. The turkey has been killed. Wonderful. There is still a bonnet to take care of. I like bonnets, but this one had to die. Let's look into here. Is there another giant animal? There's another warg. So we definitely need to take care of the warg. You guys are doing great in hunting. Wonderful. Another warg dead. What else? Oh, there's a lot of good stuff. It's pretty far away. Let's kill this one. Kill this one. Wonderful. Keep going, guys. You're hunting great. We have a huge raid over here, so let's see. They're dispersing, interestingly enough. Next one down. Let's kill that one. There we go. Next one. Kill that one. Awesome. Let's get these 4 looted as well. Let's get to the e-bags over there. Wonderful. Oh, you guys have been shooting great today. That looks about good. Let's get home, guys. Alright, let's get home. That's pretty good. That gives Leowin a lot of stuff to cut up. Let's look into Psych-IT. Let's look into Psych-IT, what skill it needs. Psych-IT details. It needs a cooking skill of 2, which is cool. Making Psych-IT, we have any worker for making Psych-IT. Shall we add a build to Leowin? So Leowin will do the cooking first. Let's see. I think that's a good idea. Psych-IT requires cooking too. So if we do another Psych-IT, requires cooking too, to Leowin only. So we only want Leowin to do this. And you are making until we have 200. You're making until we have 200. However, this Psych-IT is reduced to Leowin as primary work. So she can... This is also on to Gimli. So Gimli does not need to do this. We need this on Leowin. Right, we need this on Leowin. This on Leowin. So this is basically the same thing. So let's do this. So Leowin does this. This is anyone. And this is anyone. This fine meal, however, is anyone too. But that is a regular fine meal. So let's have this on Leowin. So these two are on Leowin. Let's copy this one, of course. Get to this kitchen over there. Paste this, of course, in. Let's get this up, 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 up. This is the Psych-IT? No, this is not the Psych-IT. Is this the Psych-IT? This is the Psych-IT that we need. Alright, so now Leowin is the first one who does this. Let's turn this off of Gimli. Get this into Leowin. She might do some food poisoning. That might be a problem. That is why we suspended this. That is why we suspended this, because if she is low cooking skills, she might do some food poisoning. Let's avoid that. Let's have her cook the Psych-IT, however. That should never pose a problem. That, in theory, should never do a problem. However, Balin is starving. Oh, Balin was hunting, so that's fine. My nose is itching. Polanski is striking again. Woo! The Polanski is striking. Woo! Polanski is very much active currently, which is driving me a little bit insane. Okay, this is almost done, so we can move our researching facility. We can move our researching facility. So let's see, what does this need? Haha, this looks pretty good. I like this. Which means let's cancel this one. Let's give you a few nice chairs. So let's give you some nice chairs. Some furniture, some armchairs, some alpaca armchairs. Alright, so this is now done. So this can be now very clean, which is really, really cool. And if it's sterile, the research will be improved. Really, really nice. So not only will this be the researching room, it will also become the gene processing room. And we will most likely get this room increased in size, which means we need to remove this actually. Let's deconstruct this. We need to actually remove this because I want to upgrade this into the next one. And Seribot has just deleted another spammer scammer, which is really, really nice. So that means good bot. So that means good bot. So let's reinstall this for now here. Because we need this space, because I'm making this into our probably sterile gene factory room. So that might be really, really nice. We might separate the gene factory room, but it would help if it would be more spacious. What is this? What is this? The giant mini zone. Oh, it's for mechanoid corpses. I see, it's for mechanoid corpses. Yeah, let's do this. So Balin is doing this, so we're getting closer. Alright. Alright. Lauro needs to disassemble this because they messed up the chairs. What are you doing? You're repairing the wall. Sure. You're making high explosive. You're back on crafting now. Okay, because you don't have anything to do really. You don't really have anything to do. So let's build the first copy over here. Let's build our analyzer over here. Now let's build this room. We need to move this. We need to move this. Let's copy these settings. Let's expand these settings. And let's get them... Let's get them... This is such a nice stockpile. Let's see. Where can we get you? A nice stockpile here would be nice. But I don't want to risk opening the wall. Because that would be a hazard. Let's see. I need to make this bigger. The school has been moved. The school has been moved. So we need to move this thing right here. For now we don't need any of these. We don't need any of these. So where can we put these? This would be the obvious choice. This would be the obvious choice. It is not too far really from home. So let's look at this. They already have storage over here. So I'm fine with that. They already have the storage. So let's copy these settings. For now, let's put a lot of them over here. Let's paste these settings into here. And let's reduce the size of this thing. Let's reduce the size of this thing for here. Let's reduce the size of this thing for here. Let's limestone wall this over there for now. No, actually, I wanna have this fully done. I wanna have this fully done, which means this thing can technically be replicated over here. And all of this is Hawley Hall. All of this is Hawley Hall. So all of this needs to be hauled. So, let's see. We have a bulk goods trader from the Legazo Nation. We totally missed the other trader, however, which is kind of sucky. We totally missed the point on the other traders. So let's have Samwise, our fool of a took, have a little trade over there. Alrighty, what can we trade? We are not lacking money currently. Money is pretty good. We do have survival meals on hand, so we definitely can make some friendship points. Let's see, how many friendship points are we getting? We're getting 13. 15. 15 is not bad. Let's get a few skins to these guys as well. Plain leather. Now we are 19, so we are now back on 100. So what can we buy from you guys? For now, we can't really buy anything from you. So let's sell you these. Let's sell you these. We have a bionic arm, so that is not a biggie. Everything else is overall quite good. Yeah, everything else is overall quite good. Herbal medicine is actually kind of low, but should be fine. Psychite. Let's sell a little bit of Psychite because... yeah, why wouldn't we? This looks to be just about good. They don't have anything really that I want. So, can't do anything with that. How's the wildlife? Is there anything interesting? No, wildlife is not really interesting. There is a few alpacas we could hunt. There has been a fire here somehow. Let's look into the alpacas. The alpacas would be here to hunt. How's the meat looking? Meat is of course super empty. We should have bought some meat. Samwise, can you actually buy some meat from these guys? That would actually be really nice if we can buy some meat from them. We can get some cooking up. Oh yeah, these have meat. Lots of it actually. They have lots of meat. That's actually really nice. They have lots and lots of meat. They actually have lots and lots of meat. Let's sell a few more Psychite tea. Let's sell a few more Psychite. Let's sell a few statues. Wonderful. Can you haul all of the meat, please? There we go. Nice haul. Because now we have some excess meat left over. Which means Leowin can go back to cooking. And getting her skills of cooking increased. And she's doing quite well actually. See, she's level 5 already. She is getting more, so Psychite tea is definitely helping her do stuff. So we're pushing Leowin to be an excellent cook pretty much by, I don't know, by the end of the stream she might actually... we're no longer streaming that long. Let's look into the training. Our Husky is halfway there. Where is our Thrumbo? Flash is chilling out. Where is our Thrumbo? Where is our Thrumbo? I can't find my Thrumbo. There it is. The Thrumbo yet doesn't have a name, but it's almost fully trained. So we need to have a name, or can have a name, for the Thrumbo, if you'd like so. Right, I need to improve this. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with this. So construction. Balin off of construction. I need to change this immediately. Let's have a nice... nice little table over here. Masterwork, large sculpture, masterwork. Nice. We're getting masterwork sculptures. Really cool. We're getting masterwork sculptures. We're missing wood, great. We are missing wood. Order. Chop chop. Let's see. What else can we chop? There's nothing really available. So let's chop chop over there. We need a better table. This table is way too small. This table has been built. This table has been built when our colony was about 5 people big, and then disaster happened. Basically. Good frenzy on Sauron, it's whatever. So Sauron is building more shells. Alright, so what is Sauron doing? He's hauling wood to the table. Can you do more? No, you're making shells. Okay, but the wood is coming in, which is okay. Wood is coming in. My defense is looking okay. Defense is looking okay. I'm not too fond of this corner right here, but at the end of the day, it should mean absolutely nothing. And speaking of, ooh, okay. Now we're standing the test of time. Let's see if they're attacking. If they're attacking, we are immediately heading into combat. Are they attacking immediately? Events. Messages. They're attacking immediately. Let's get into defensive positions, people. Big fight coming. Let's arm ourselves with mixers, with document briefcases, with chainsaws, with technical equipment, and let's head on into battle. Everybody, come over here, get into battle stations. Alright, my shooting leader, Faramir, will go here. My combat leader, Pippin, will go into here. Alright, people. They are coming. And they are actually not that plentiful. They are coming, however. They are coming. And they have terrible weapons. They have a beam grazer, a minigun, a needle gun, a beam grazer, a charge lance, a needle launcher, needle gun, needle light projectile weapon. We have another sniper. We have another minigun over here. We have a flame blaster, and we have another beam grazer. So we have the first attack in forever. So let's get Sauron front. Let's get Gollum over here. Samwise over here. Leowen over here. Let's get Gimli over here. Legolas, please prefer range. Legolas, you will get over here. Balrog, you can stay over there. Sauron, you need to be in this safe zone, please. Animal safe inside. Please leave. Alright, the kill box is doing work. Alright. Pretty good, the kill box is doing a lot of work. Alright. And that was it. Pretty good. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. That was actually pretty dang good. That was actually pretty dang good. Not bad, guys. The defense was holding beautifully. Not bad, guys. Not bad at all. Nicely done. Alright. Deconstruct this guy. Reinstall this guy, please. Please reinstall this guy over here. Please reinstall this guy over here. Please get your chairs over here. Let's get your chair over here. And let's have a little... what else? We do have alpaca wool over, right? We do have some alpaca wool over. Yes, we do have some alpaca wool over. Let's get some furniture. Let's get a nice alpaca wool chair over here. A nice alpaca wool chair over here. Let's have a copy of this guy over there. Wonderful. Is this clean? This is sterile, which means this has a massive 120% research speed factor. And we can get into fabrication now. Pretty good. We need that space, however. We definitely need that space. Let's look into here. Let's look into our festivals. We need 6 loudspeakers, so that's pretty cool. So loudspeaker is done, pretty much. We cannot do any executions for now. Kinda sad. Alright, how is my civilization points coming along? We are 6 of 19 and 9 of 16. 9 of 16. And 9 of 16. Alright, this is moved. Very nice. So this is moved. So since this is moved, let's get some sterile flooring into here. Let's get some sterile flooring. Wonderful. Get some sterile tiles. We need some power. I can see that we're lacking power indefinitely over there. Let's see. Let's remove this because that was a mistake. Let's get this going. This should provide power over to this side as well, so I'm not too worried. We have double walled this, but I kind of feel like triple walling this. I kind of feel like triple walling this just to be ever so slightly safe. Alright. We have a lot of food over here. A lot of deer and alpacas over there. How's the food bank? Food bank's pretty full. Food bank's pretty full. But it could be better. This thing has been done, which is nice. It's not connected to power, however. That I definitely can see it's not connected to power. Let's hidden conduit over there. Let's hidden conduit over there. Right, let's hidden conduit this. We need to move the battery banks as well. Battery banks need to move the same. Alright, so let's focus on these jobs because these jobs are kind of important. Yeah, these jobs are kind of important. Let's get a psychoid plantation going. Let's expand the zone over here. Expand the zone over here. Expand the zone over here. And let's get a plantation for psychoid going over here. Alright. They're doing stuff, they're doing stuff. Now. Sauron, what are you doing? Sauron, you please take care of these 2 things. It's important that you will take care of these 2 things. Everybody else needs to be a hunter for today because I want to get more meat into the system. Let's get more meat into the system. The freezer is looking mighty fine with -5 degrees, so I'm happy with that. How's the hunting team looking? The hunting team still needs to eat. The hunting team still needs to eat. Alright, let's look into the hunting team. Everybody in the hunting team looks quite nice. However, we have still someone who needs to eat. Alright, we have still someone who needs to eat. Wonderful. Now the hunting team should be quite amazingly done. So let's get the hunting team. Let's get the hunting team. And let's get going. My hunters, please. Go to your positions and hunt. do what Mr. Wick does best, and that is hunt. We have an idle colonist. Why is Arwen idle? He's playing chess. Well, play chess then. Alrighty. Legolas still needs to come over. Alright, come over, Legolas. The team is here. Let's have a shootout. Wonderful. Good shot so far, guys. This one disappeared. Get over there. Get over there. Shoot. 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 We need to take care of the turtle. Alright, we took care of the mortal enemy. We need to hunt this alpaca. Come on, guys. Very nice. Keep going. There are 2 more alpacas over here. Let's kill the ibex. Let's kill this one. Kill this one. Wonderful shooting, people. Wonderful shooting so far. Advanced mining techniques. Let's get fabrication rolling. Next shot is well shot. Let's get that turkey out of the way. Get this one out of the way. Alright, we have a few things to kill over here. Let's keep going, guys. What else can you shoot? What else can you shoot? The guinea pig, of course. Let's kill this one. Let's kill this one. And we're good to go, I think. Let's get going. And we have killed a lot of things. Guys, you have been doing well. The hunting team is very, very strong. Let's look at the skills of the hunters. We have a 16 shooter. We have a 10 shooter. We have a 10 shooter. And we have a 4 shooter. So the hunting team is very strong, very weak. And so, so and so. So it's actually a really good hunting team. It's actually a really, really, really good hunting team. Alright, let's expand this zone over here. So everything is truly expanded. Alright. Leowyn is cutting up the animals. She is gaining skills and skills and skills. We have starvation, but who? Ooh, Eowyn is starving. Would you please eat something? That would be nice if you would eat something. Let's get construction back on Balin. Get construction back on Balin. All the important stuff has been done. Animal filth is okay. Let's look into our Thrumbo. Because our Thrumbo is now trained to haul. Which means Balin will take a frill if I can find one. I can find one? Where's a frill? Can I find one? There it is. Let's pick up the mango. Let's put on the alpaca over, the Thrumbo over here. And now this is, again, this is a mod. However, this Thrumbo right here now has a maid frill on it. It's kind of funny that this is a maid frill, but what does it do? It completely eliminates the dirt ability of the Thrumbo. So basically the Thrumbo will never produce dirt or animal filth again. So it can now live indoors. However, it also sometimes cleans after itself. So sometimes the Thrumbo cleans now, which is nice. So that means the Thrumbo is now a fully clean part member and can be unrestricted. That also means that the Thrumbo... what is this? This is follow the master while fighting? Yeah, sure. Let's follow the master while fighting. Flash will also follow the master while fighting. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Flash will also help while fighting. Right. But yeah, basically the Thrumbo it can have a name, but now it will no longer produce any filth, and it sometimes will clean filth around it, which is really, really nice. Which is really nice. That makes Thrumbos again more overpowered than they absolutely are already. But I don't care, they're really cool. I want to buff them. They're a strong animal for a reason, and I just want to buff them. So I don't care if that is really, really, really strong. I just want to buff them. Yes. She has a... Is it? I believe we got a she. I believe we got a she. There she has a maid frill is on her head, and it is a she. So she has a maid frill on her head now. It looks kind of cute. It makes the Thrumbo really, really, really overpowered, but I don't really care. I don't really, really, really care. Let's see. Can we have Babby in our team? We technically could have Babby in our team. We have Arwen with dementia. That is fine, really. Let's see. She's kind of greedy, so I don't really like that. Let's reduce the resistance from her. So, okay. Defense has not been built yet. Why? Why are you guys not building my defense? Limestone is not really prioritized currently, but we still have enough. So what is Sauron doing? Sauron is doing tiles. Okay, Sauron is doing tiles, not defense. Defense is good enough currently. Defense is... Oh no, Samwise and Pippin are fighting again. Oh no, Samwise and Pippin are fighting. Guys, why you always fight? So what was it this time? Did Pippin insult again? Pippin directly insulted Samwise's grandparents. This drove Samwise into a rage and he began a fight. Pippin. Man, Pippin. Do you guys always have to fight? Please call Thrumbo Rem. I know the reference. I know the reference. So the next one will be Rem most likely then. Okay, so where is my Thrumby? There is my Thrumbo and it will become Rem. Now Rem is walking around. I know the reference. So the autodoors are working as well. So autodoors are doing their thing. I need a mattress over there. I need a mattress over there. Let's have a small little alpaca mattress over there. So we don't filthy up this room. Meals are coming in hot and nicely and cold as well. So we have lots and lots and lots of meat and lots of these survival meals. We are going to put... Pippin, why? I want to put Samwise on a journey. I want to put Samwise on a journey. So let's preach health to Samwise. Let's preach health to Samwise. Samwise took his hat off. I don't know why. I'm getting the ref. Yeah, of course I'm getting the ref. Of course I'm a degenerate like you all. If you watch this, there's a good chance that you watch anime. And if you watch anime, you are a degenerate like me. Because you have watched animes that are quite questionable. I know you have, so don't lie to me. I know who you are. Because you are me, and I know who I am. So you have watched questionable things, as did I. So let's not lie about this. Alright. Yes, I wanted to send him in a journey into Mordor. Basically, I wanted to send him into a long journey to find a few things. However, Samwise has now, well, had a huge fight with Pippin. And Samwise is gonna take a long time to heal. My god, he got absolutely, like, hammered. He got absolutely hammered. So, Let's see. What's here? This is done. This is done. The sterile room is done. Almost. I want to get into bioregeneration, but we're gonna do that in the next episode, where we finally get into bioregeneration and make these people young and healthy again. Because bioregeneration also has something to do with age. So that is a really, really important thing, that we get some bioregeneration in. However, I just saw we are lacking steel. This is bad. We're lacking steel, which means we need to find steel. We have found steel on the out and abouts. So right here, but it is really dangerous to get this steel. But we have to do it. It's really dangerous in the out and about, but it is what it is. Let's see. We need a few fighters. Legolas is still sleeping. Balin, what is Balin doing? Balin is training Flash. So let's see. We need a few fighters because we have a bear. We have a grizzly bear and we have a timber wolf. I would like to get the timber wolf. However, I just know that I'm gonna be attacked. And if I try to tame that timber wolf, I'm gonna be bitten to death. I just know it. I really want the timber wolf, but I just know that I'm gonna be bitten to death. And if I ask the question, I will definitely know the answer, and the answer will definitely be something that I will not like. So yeah. Am I taming the wolf, yes or no? Am I taming the wolf, yes or no? I already know the answer. I don't even have to ask. But am I taming the wolf? I already know the answer. There you go. Timberwolf. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. Okay. I know that you guys will be bitten to death, and I'm so sorry in advance. I'm so sorry in advance. But please, guys, we need a hunting team. We need a hunting team. Because we have a lot of stuff to hunt. I did 2 on Saturday. Yep, most likely. Okay, we have an exotic goods trader. Town trader Maker is the uncle of Leowyn, uncle of Auron, brother of colonist Eowyn. Eowyn, your brother is here! Unfortunately, it has no function in the game. Like, the brother of Eowyn is now here, and it has absolutely no in-game function. Come on, attack. There we go. Get the next one. Get the next one. The Muffalo already disappeared. Muffalos are massive sources of food. So this is really nice. There's my timber wolf. There's my timber wolf. Let's do this. Let's kill the boomalope. And the timber wolf disappeared. So we can't get the timber wolf because the timber wolf disappeared. Sad. Let's hunt the bear. Let's hunt the bear. And then the hunting team is done. Yeah, let's hunt the bear, then the hunting team is pretty much done. Alright, let's hunt the bear. And the bear is done. And guys, you are done as well. Wonderful. Now this gives us quite a bit more food. Let's see, Samwise. Where's the vendor? The vendor is coming in. Unfortunately, the timber wolf disappeared, most likely because we started shooting Wolfgang Amadeus. Yes, Wolfgang Amadeus. I'll accept that pun. I'll accept that pun. And try to never think about it again. We have starvation of Eowyn. Would you please eat something, Eowyn? That would be nice. Eowyn, would you please eat something? I don't know what that quest's gonna be, but the quest is called Proud Raccoons. Rokam Swan, supernatural chief of the tribe of Combo, is making a request. He wants me to take care of 2 raccoons at the Shire of Hobbiton for 9 days. The raccoons are sick with blood rot and will require daily treatment. The disease can be slowed with high quality care and medicine, but cannot be cured outright. If the disease becomes too severe, the raccoons will die. So make sure you have the necessary medical supplies. And Sam wants to join. Sam is a sniper. He's a careful shooter, and he's a misandrist. So Sam, Samantha Haxton, really does not like men. She really does not like cooking, but she's passionate about it. So she's good with animals too. So are we taking Sam? She's a pigskin. So a pigskin are human-pig hybrids. They are hardy and can eat almost anything without getting sick. But their trapper-shaped hands are bad at fine manipulation, hence the bad cooking. So she sucks at cooking, but she's really passionate about it. They don't see well at a distance, but she's a careful shooter. And so they usually focus on close-range weapons. They have a strong taste for the explosives. So are we gonna take Sam? And again, Sam needs to become a hobbit, so we need a hobbit name. And Sam will be relegated to be the janitor. I think Sam will be relegated to be the janitor of the tribe. Janitor and hauling, that will be Sam's primary objective. So let's have Sam join. Let's have Sam join, or rather, let's get these 2 animals. Let's get these 2 animals. Schedule. Let's have these 2 animals. Where can we see them? Let's have them in safe inside. Let's manage our area safe inside. Safe inside looks pretty good. But let's have these guys in the safe inside zone at all times. Yeah. So, you need to do a trade. They have a dromedar. Let's see. We need to cancel this trade. Let's look into the friendship. So Hisisimora is not really nicely aligned to us. So first of all, we're gonna give them a lot of gifts. Let's give them 40. Now they're 67, so we keep giving them more gifts. So let's make Hisisimora a friend to ours. Let's gift them all of this stuff. Let's give them, let's see, let's give them the bionic arm, because in reality we're never really using the bionic arm. Let's give them the thrombo medicine that we have. Let's give them, we can't really give them any more. They don't want to have anything else. Doesn't matter. That's another 18, and Hisisimora is now allied. They're now on an 85. So we got rid of quite a few things by gifting them basically everything that we had, which is really, really nice, honestly. However, I still need Samwise to trade with them once again, because I have not looked into their actual stuff. So what do they sell? What do they sell? They sell a mega screen television. We need those. We need the mega screen television. That is really, really, really important. And now let's give them... what can we give you guys? What can we give you guys? We can't really give you anything. So let's give you a little bit of gold. No, let's keep the gold. We might need the gold. So let's give you Let's give you a few alpacas, I think. Right? These alpacas are all preggy. Let's give you a few of these. Let's give you a few folds, but because honestly we don't really need those folds. Let's give you these guys as well. That's cool. Now we finally have a mega screen television. So we need to find a place to install it. The common area kind of needs to be increased. I think we get rid of the tool shelf. And we do something there. Probably the poker table will be here. And this table, we're making this into the TV section. So this might have to move. Okay. So let's disable room information because I am an idiot. So where's the room information? Let's see, where's the room information? This is calling a spa. This is room stats display. Okay. So we're calling this episode for today. So here's what we need to do. We need to get into bioregeneration. We need to get the tool room moved because we need to expand for a TV section. So we need to expand the poker table and the chess table need to move. And then we are looking into upgrading our defenses. Currently our defenses on our base are pretty nice. We do have quite a few turrets situated in the open area, but we need to basically build helms deep. So we have Gil Rain for the name. We need to remember that we have Gil Rain for the name of Sam if we manage to keep the raccoons alive for 9 days, which I'm very, very positive about. But this is RimWorld, you never know. So we're calling this episode right now. So thank you very much for watching. We will return tomorrow for RimWorld. So we have a double episode on RimWorld. And if we manage to stream on Friday, we'll do another big episode on Friday. So we have a little bit of buffer back on YouTube. So that's the plan. Thursdays there will be not a stream because I have to travel on Fridays. So Fridays is basically a 16-hour day for me if we include the stream. So Fridays might not be a stream. I don't know yet. I have to work around 12 hours. And then being home and after 12 hours I might be knackered. So yeah, we'll see. Tomorrow will be RimWorld episode 14. Helms Deep continues. At least that's the plan or suggestion. Thank you very much for watching. You know where to find me. Become a Pokemon. Come into the chat. Have a good one. If you want to support me, look into the description. There's a few links for you. Until next time.